What's up YouTube, this is Detroit Borg, and today Apple has finally released the updated versions of the MacBook Pros, and I thought I'd take a few minutes to go through what they've released and tell you about the version I've ordered. Now there are 5 basic configurations that you can pick up in the store today, but none of them are a version I wanted. I want an SSD in all my Macs. I will never buy another computer without an SSD, and unfortunately none of them come standard with an SSD. So I've done a custom order, which means I won't see it until Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. And of course, once I get it, I'll do an unboxing and review for you guys. But again, there are 5 basic configurations. There's 2 13-inch, 2 15-inch, and 1 17-inch. I'll give you guys a link in the description below so you can take a look at their specifics. But there are 4 major hallmark changes with the new MacBook Pro. There are no physical changes to the Pro itself. It's the same case, same body, same keyboard, trackpad, screen, everything. So really everything is done under the hood. It's basically a significant spec upgrade. So we get new processors across the line. The 13-inch goes from Core 2 Duo to Core i5 and i7 processors. There's still dual core processors. The 15-inch and 17-inch now move to quad core, and they're the quad core i7 processors. So they see a huge jump in processing power starting with the 15-inch. They also get all new graphics processors, and of course with the Sandy Bridge you now get Intel's integrated graphics processors. The 13-inch gets the Intel HD Graphics 3000s instead of dedicated graphics like we had with the NVIDIA 320M in the previous generations. Now this is a weaker graphics processor than the NVIDIA 320M, but with the with the new generation of CPUs, performance should balance out, and you should see a better processor performance or better GPU performance with a combination of the new Sandy Bridge processors and the weaker GPU. So we'll see how benchmarks scale that out. Now the 15-inch are now available with 2 upgraded dedicated graphics processors. The 15-inch is available with a standard AMD Radeon HD 6490M at 256 megabytes. And you can upgrade to the 6750M at 1 gigabyte, and that's in the upgraded 15-inch and the upgraded 17-inch. Of course, they all get the new Thunderbolt I/O or input-output standard, which basically combines the mini display port and the LightPeak technology into one input. So unfortunately, there is only one input at the current time, but you can imagine as this technology takes off, we'll start seeing more of them. But right now, there really is nothing that can take advantage of LightPeak, so this really is an investment into the future. So this is sort of future-proofing your MacBook. And again, you get much higher speeds with the Thunderbolt technology. So we'll see how that performs out in the future. I certainly look forward to testing it once I have something to test it with. And the 4th major change is the fact that the FaceTime camera on the MacBook Pro is now capable of HD. Of course, once I get that, I'll show you guys how that looks. Now, the MacBook I chose was the standard configuration 13-inch with the i5 processor, so that's the 2.3 gigahertz processor. Let's go ahead and select that. Now, here I have the option to build my custom configuration, and I'm going to leave everything else alone. I'm not going to change my RAM. But what I want to do here is change my hard drive. So I'm going to go from the standard 320 gigabyte hard drive and go to the 128 gigabyte solid state drive. So that adds $225 to my build price. And that's good enough for me. I don't save a lot to my MacBook Pros. Everything is saved on my iMac or on my central server storage. So this is more than adequate for me. So I don't need a larger one, and I largely want the performance of an SSD over the storage. So that's all. You can certainly add cables. I don't need to add cables. I have plenty of cable adapters. I'm not going to add AppleCare at this time. I'm not going to add any software either. So that's it. Basic standard configuration plus 128 gigabyte SSD. So let's go to add to cart. So there we go. That's my custom configuration, and that's how much I'm paying for it before taxes and shipping. So that's all there is, guys. I really look forward to testing this computer, especially with the SSD and the Core i5 processor. Once again, this is Detroit Borg. Thanks for watching.